It's time again for the Science Bowl.
Zoo Parade for 5. What big teeth the hippo has are actually a pair of these. Science Potpourri for 10. Would a snake most likely eat every day? Every week, Dateline Science for 10. Why are some elephants wearing necklaces these days? Green things for 15.
And now, here's your host, Mr. Z himself, Dave Zarin.
Thank you and welcome to the Science Bowl. Two outstanding elementary schools here today to play our game and raise your own science IQs out there. See how many questions you can answer as well. Play along with us. Let's meet today's teams. First, from Capitol Heights Elementary, we'll just say hello to Edwin. Hey, Edwin, nice to have you here today. Wave to everybody at home if you'd like. Samuel's here. He's the captain, and everybody's got a matching shirt over there. The Cougars are here, and Zoe's with us. Hi, Zoe. And they'll be playing against Pointer Ridge Elementary School. And there is Aiden. Hi, Aiden. Nice to have you on the show. Alan is the captain over there. Alan, welcome to you. And Ian, nice to have you with us as well. Here on the Science Bowl, we have 6 categories of questions, and let's share those categories with you right now.
Okay, Mr. Z, here's today's categories. Green things, questions about plants and all things green and growing. Zoo Parade, a Noah's Ark of questions about animals. Body systems, we'll see how much you know about yourself, about things like breathing and growing and digesting your food. Let's get physical. Questions that test your knowledge of physics and chemistry, earth science and space science. Then there's Science Potpourri. Here's a grab bag of science questions, everything from air pollution to the kitchen sink. And finally, Dateline Science. We'll ask you about science history and science in the news.
And here on the Science Bowl, our game board reflects question difficulty. The easier questions worth 5 and 10 points. Tougher ones worth 15, 20, ultimately 25, the toughest of them all in each of those categories. Both of our teams start out at 50 points. No penalties ever for incorrect answers. Then the 2 rounds today, one of these 2 good-looking teams and talented teams will come back to play Glen Arden Woods for the chance to move on in this year's competition. And this is our 37th year of Science Bowl here in Prince George's schools. Let's go over and make sure everything works properly before we start. Let's go to that red team. Hey, Samuel, try your buzzer for us. It looks good. It sounds good. Good luck to you, to Edwin, and to Zoe, too. Alan, how about the green team's buzzer? It, too, seems to be A-OK. Good luck to you, Ian, and to Aiden. And I just have to say before we start, everybody wins by being here. You are ambassadors for your school. You wouldn't be here if your parents and your teachers hadn't thought you were terrific. And we think you're terrific, too, by being here. So may the better team win. But as we start, everybody wins on the Science Bowl. We go alphabetically, C before P. So Capitol Heights and Sam, let's play the bowl. Give me a category and a number.
Green things for 15.
Green things for 15 to start us out. The tallest trees in the world, the redwoods and the giant sequoias, get some of the water they need from the ground. They can also absorb water that arrives in this vapor every morning, which is a kind of ground-level cloud. Pointer Ridge.
Fog?
Fog, yes, when that fog rolls on from the Pacific Ocean, those big trees, they can get the water from that, which makes sense. It really helps to add to what they get from the ground. Nice start. Go green.
Science Potpourri for 20.
Potpourri for 20 points. Your question is as follows. While practically all scientists hope one day to win one of these most prestigious and richest of science prizes, they cannot win one by nominating themselves. Capitol Heights.
Nobel Prize?
Nobel Prize is right. Thank you, Zoe and Edwin. Nice assist there. Go, Sam.
Let's get physical for 15.
Physical for 15 points. Teams, iodine crystals can sublime, S-U-B-L-I-M-E, meaning they can change directly from a solid to a vapor without going through what other state of matter first. Capitol Heights.
Liquid?
Liquid, that's right. They pass the liquid. It's like frost. Frost on a car windshield, it sublimes. It never melts. You might notice that. You don't drive yet, though. Go, red.
Body systems for 15.
Body systems for 15 points. The Olympic swimmer Michael Phelps is so good, partly because even though he's 6'4", his outstretched arms and hands reach to 6 feet 8 inches, a number known as this that is also used to describe the outstretched wings of a bird. 6'8" is Michael Phelps what? Correct answer is wingspan. Wingspan. All right, try again, please. Red.
Green things for 20.
Green things, 20 points. Wetlands, like bogs and swamps, are often full of smelly, decaying masses of dead plant material known as peat what? Pointer Ridge.
Piedmont?
Peat moss. You got that right, Ellen. Yeah. I like that smile over there. P-E-A-T. Peat moss. Not P-E-T. It's not a guy's name. Good. Go. Green.
Dateline science for 10.
Dateline science for 10 points. By the way, of a tie score, 85 all. Dateline for 10. It is now thought that 2 asteroids crashing into the Earth caused the extinction of the dinosaurs. But one of them could have been one of these other kinds of celestial objects that looks like a dirty snowball with a tail.
Comet?
Absolutely. Capitol Heights, yes indeed. I didn't even have to recognize it. It was a comet. Good answer. Nicely done. Go Red. 10-point lead.
Zoo Parade for 15.
Zoo Parade, 15 points. The prehensile tails of many monkeys, possums, and some porcupines let the animals get through the treetops more easily since their tail acts as a 5th one of these. Please wait till we recognize you. Don't just blurt out your answer. Thank you, Sam. I like your enthusiasm, though. And it is limbs. Yes, sir. Good. Go.
Dateline science for 15.
Dateline for 15 points. Multiple choice question. The Nobel Prize winning tool that lets scientists change our genes, taking some out or adding some in, is known as Clipper, CRISPR, or mutator. Which of those, Pointer Ridge?
Mutator?
Not mutator, no. Clipper, CRISPR, or mutator, the Nobel Prize winning tool that lets scientists change our genes, taking some out, adding some in. Samuel.
No.
You don't have to ring the buzzer. Just give me which of those choices you want.
Clipper?
The first one. None of you chose CRISPR. CRISPR is the name of it. Go again, please. Red.
Body systems for 20.
Body system for 20 points. If someone is suffering from sickle cell anemia, the cells that are sickled are these. Those are the red blood cells. The red blood cells, they have a sickle shape, and that's why the oxygen can't glom onto them and why it makes it so painful as they try to go through the body. Difficult condition. Go again, please. Red.
Dateline science for 20.
Dateline science for 20 points. When examining the bones of people killed 2,000 years ago when Mount Vesuvius erupted, scientists found that some of the people might have been unable to run away from the lava and the ash because they were suffering from TB in their spines. TB, Pointer Ridge.
Tuberculosis?
It is tuberculosis, yes, sir. And with that, your scoring has risen, and we go to the break, ladies and gentlemen, with an almost dead heat. Capitol Heights has 110, Pointer Ridge has 105. We'll be back with lots more Science Bowl in just a moment. Don't go away. And welcome back. Thanks for spending part of your day with us here. And these fine young people, 6 players here on the Science Bowl. And as you can see that score, it is almost a dead heat, really testifying to how much they know and what great sportsmen and what great scientists they are. Let's find out a little bit more about each of them. Let's go to Capitol Heights and start with Sam. Samuel, tell us about Capitol Heights. Who's your principal?
Our principal is Miss Lattimore, and Capitol Heights is a dual language art integrated school.
Wonderful, thank you. And your principal, she's been there for a long time. She's a wonderful principal, and Miss Lattimore. And tell us who your coach is.
Our coach is Miss Nagaya.
Miss Nagaya, and I can't say enough about her. She's just a wonderful teacher and a wonderful person, and I know how much she cares about this. And I'm sure she was behind those nice matching shirts you have there too, the Cougars. Tell me any alternates you have, Sam.
Our alternates are Janice and Jaden.
Wonderful. We'll bring them out. They're an important part of the team. We'll give them some face time here. Tell me something about Capitol Heights that is just really cool that you want everyone to know about.
Something I enjoy about Capitol Heights, since it is art integrated, the lessons are usually have activities in them, and it makes lessons fun and learning not too boring.
Boy, that's a wonderful observation. I've spent some time over at the school, and I can see the dedication of the students over there and the teachers. And you yourself want to be an artist, don't you?
Yes,
Yeah,
I would like to draw a painting or paint, and I would also like to make pottery.
And I'm sure what's happening at Capitol Heights is enhancing all of that. And you want to go to New York City someday, right?
Yes.
NYU.
Yeah.
I can see you there. You're doing a nice job here today. Zoe, nice to have you with us today. Zoe, why did you want to be on our show?
Well, I found out when I was offered the position that my mom once was in a kind of competition like this, so that inspired me to be on here.
Yeah, so like a family tradition. That's great. And you told me you're interested, you want to do well, you want to be successful. What kind of field? You're thinking about maybe the medical field, yeah?
Yeah.
A doctor, a researcher?
Mostly doctor.
Yeah, I can see. Yeah, as I told you before, I can tell you've got a good work ethic, and you're going to do well, whatever you choose. All of you are. Edwin, nice to have you here today. You didn't really expect to be here today, but we're glad you're here. Are you enjoying yourself so far?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm glad. I'm glad. What do you want to do someday?
I want to be a chemist.
Chemist, yeah. Why so?
I like chemistry.
You
I like messing with things. I like doing experiments.
I got to ask you though, Edwin, do you wear eye protectors? Do you wear a smock? Do you protect yourself when you're mixing chemicals? Yeah, okay, yeah, you don't want to do things safely. Yeah, I like your enthusiasm. Nice to have you on the show. Pointer Ridge, nice to have you guys here. Alan, boy, great performance. How do you know so much science?
Oh, I've been watching the past Science Bowl videos and just researching about science.
That makes us feel good, yeah, because we hope you learned something from the show, and we hope to learn a lot about what you know about science on here. Tell us about Pointer Ridge. Who's your principal?
Miss McIntyre.
Miss McIntyre, yeah, wonderful principal over there. And you have a brand new coach, don't you? What's her name?
Yes, Miss Althoff.
Yes, and Teresa, thank you for all the work you've done to get this team ready here today. This is your maiden voyage, if you will, with the Science Bowl. And any alternates on your team, Alan?
Stephen and Elijah.
They'll be out in just a few moments. Yeah, they got the white shirts on, too. You guys look really sharp here today. Tell me something about Pointer Ridge that you love, that you like to tell people about.
The teachers are really nice to us, and they help us figure out stuff that we don't know.
Yeah, boy, if you don't have great teachers, why even bother going? You know, because you need them there as your advocates and your role models. What do you want to do someday, Alan?
I still don't know yet.
Still don't know. Well, I don't know. Why not? I mean, you don't have too many. No, I do not envy you your age, because there's so many things in front of you. The nice thing is you can do different things in your life, different kinds of careers. Alan, you'll be successful whatever you choose. Aiden, nice to have you here today. You told me you like to follow, talking about family traditions with Zoe, you would like to go into the Marines someday, yeah?
Yes.
Why so?
Because my grandfather was a Frozen Chosen, and my uncle just retired as a sniper.
Wow, that's wonderful. They'd be so proud to hear you say that. And what do you do in your spare time? Are you getting ready for that possibility?
Yes. I mainly read one magazine that has a German Shepherd on it. And also I like to play video games and play with toys and mainly just read books.
Wonderful. You're doing all the great, right kid things right now, and prepare yourself for whatever profession you end up as. Nice to have you here, Aiden. And Ian, nice to have you here today. Tell us a little bit about your aspirations. You want to be a financial analyst, you told me, yeah?
Yes.
How'd you get interested in that?
Because my dad does it, and he says it's a lot with numbers, and I'm really good with numbers and math.
That seems like a good match, and your dad's very proud to know that you might want to follow in his footsteps. What do you do in your spare time? What do you do for fun?
I usually play around outside with my soccer ball, because I have a soccer goal and outside.
Yeah. You and I both were cheering for Argentina, weren't we?
Yes.
Yeah, in the World Cup. All right, let's get back into this game. 105 for Pointer Ridge, 110 for Capitol Heights. Last correct answer came from the green team. So, Alan, let's go. Round two.
Science potpourri for 10.
Potpourri for 10 points. Your question. To protect themselves from the toxins found in the leaves that they eat, elephants will dig up and eat this material, the same substance that kids like you play with and use to mold objects like vases that can be baked in a kiln. Pointer Ridge.
Clay.
They eat clay. Yes, they do. It's kind of like their version of Pepto-Bismol. Go again.
Green things for 10.
Great things, 10 points. Here's your question. After the accident at the Chernobyl nuclear power plant in Ukraine, the people there planted these flowers that are well known for turning all during the day, that will suck up the radioactive materials from the soil. Pointer Ridge.
Aloe vera?
Not aloe vera, no, a plant that turns all during the day.
Sunflowers.
Sunflowers, absolutely right. Phytoremediation, taking those materials, that radioactive material out of the ground. Nice answer, 120 to 115. Boy, no one can break out here. Sam.
Let's get physical for 20.
Let's get physical. 20 points. Question is as follows. NASA is worried that one of the instruments on the new James Webb Telescope might malfunction because they've detected an increased amount of this force on some of the moving parts. Capitol Heights.
Friction?
Yeah, there's too much friction and it might be wearing these things down and they're not going to be, the contact is going to be lost there. Yeah, you pulled that one out of the hat. Good answer. Go Red.
Body systems for 25.
Body systems for 25 points. Big one in that category. Plaque, P-L-A-Q-U-E, is a substance that can build up on your teeth. And also it is the name of a fatty substance that can clog these kinds of blood vessels, especially those on your heart. Pointer Ridge.
Arteries?
Arteries, yes sir, the coronary arteries. Good. All right, go. Green. Tie score, 140.
Science potpourri for 25.
Potpourri for 25. Big one in that category, teams, is as follows. All right, keep in mind opposites here. If you're taking antibiotics, you're hoping to kill off bacteria in your body. But if you eat yogurt or sauerkraut or kimchi, these foods are giving you good bacteria and are known as these. Capitol Heights.
Probiotics.
Probiotics as opposed to antibiotics. Yes, indeed. Nicely done. Thank you, Edwin. Go, Sam.
Science potpourri for 15.
Potpourri for 15 points is a visual question. Look at the picture on the monitor in the studio if you would. This is a visual question in potpourri for 15 points. Meet the Goops, G-O-O-P-S, characters invented by a cartoonist back in the 1800s. The Goops had bad manners, were sort of human, and were boneless, putting them in what I initialed classification group. Capitol Heights.
Invertebrates?
Invertebrates is absolutely right. One of the cartoons said the Goops, they lick their fingers, and the Goops, they lick their knives. They spill their broth on the tablecloth. Oh, they lead disgusting lives. All right, go again, please. Red.
Let's get physical for 10.
Let's get physical for 10 points. Here's your question. Multiple choice. There are 4 choices. During the calendar year is the day when the sun crosses the equator heading north, the vernal equinox, the autumnal equinox, the winter solstice, or the summer solstice. All right, Alan.
A?
A, the vernal equinox is correct. Yes, indeed. Spring is coming. Well done. Thank you, Aiden, for your help. And Ian. Go, Alan.
Body systems for 5.
Body systems, 5 points. This is interesting. Listen carefully. Doctors are now trying to develop a much better hearing aid that they want to place inside these body parts that are made of the hardest material in your body. Pointer Ridge.
Teeth?
Your teeth. Yeah, they want to put a hearing aid in your tooth. I don't know how you're going to do that. Good. Go.
Zuparate for 20.
Zuparate, 20 points. Have we asked this question already? All right, Zuparate for 20 points. Here's your question. Multiple choice. Fly fishermen have long used mayflies, the world's oldest known insects. Mayflies develop as nymphs underwater, then they emerge as adults, they mate, and they only live for 1 day or 2. Because they have such short lives, which of the following adjectives describes these mayflies? Are they ephemeral, gregarious, or polygamous? Capitol Heights.
Polygamous?
Not polygamous, no. Pointer Ridge, because mayflies have such short lives. What adjective best describes them? Ephemeral, gregarious, or polygamous?
What do you think?
Alan?
B, the second.
Correct answer was A, ephemeral. Ephemeral means just around for a very short time. No points. Go again, green, though.
Zuparate for 25.
Zuparate for 25. Let's get the big one in that category. Teams, animals will often visit certain trees to rub against them or to eat the tree sap, because it can help them get rid of these P initial kinds of organisms. Yes, Alan?
Parasites.
Parasites, absolutely right. Good answer. Nice comeback. Good, go.
Science potpourri for 5.
Science potpourri for 5 points. Teams, their question is as follows. There are some books out there called what if books. They ask kind of crazy questions. One of the questions, what would happen if everyone on Earth stood as close to each other as they could and jumped all at the same time and all came down at the same time? A hypothesis might be that they would all cause one of these, Pointer Ridge.
Earthquakes?
Yeah, an earthquake. That's not how it happens, but it's worth asking. Good, go.
Let's get physical for 5.
Physical for 5 points. The animated movie that tells the backstory of Buzz, the astronaut in the Toy Story series, is named for this measurement of distance in space. Capital Heights.
Lightyear.
Lightyear, yeah, that was the name of the movie. Buzz Lightyear was the star. 185 all. We're getting close to the end here. Sam, go.
Green things for 25.
Green things for 25 points. Careful. In the opening song for television's Big Bang Theory, they sing about autotrophs, A-U-T-O-T-R-O-P-H-S, which refers to this, what all plants do, not photosynthesis. What does the word autotrophs mean that all plants do?
Tropism?
What's that?
Tropism?
Not tropism, no. Autotroph means what? Something that all plants have to do. Auto means same or self, and troph means feed. They have to feed themselves, which is what the photosynthesis process is. No points, go again, red. Tie score still.
Let's get physical for 25.
Physical for 25 points. Big one in that category. Teams, a semiconductor, a bit of silicon that conducts electricity, can convert AC, alternating current, into DC, which is Capitol Heights.
Direct current.
Direct current is right. Yes, indeed. Good. Go.
Dateline science for 25.
Dateline for 25 points. Visual question. Look at the monitor in the studio, please. A long history of quack remedies like vegetable pills, snake oil, strange potions, often poisoned with antifreeze. After all that long history, our country founded the FDA to protect us from that kind of stuff. What does FDA stand for? Capitol Heights.
I pass it to Edwin.
Edwin.
Food Drug Administration.
Food and Drug Administration. Absolutely right. Good. Go. Sam.
Body systems for 10.
Body for 10 points. Another way of saying that someone ignored you at a party is to say they gave you a cold one of these joints.
Shoulder.
Yeah, they gave you a cold shoulder. Yeah, I'm not talking to them again. Good. Red.
Dateline science for 5.
Dateline for 5 points. Question is, last summer, an aggressive bird that was terrorizing cyclists and hikers on a local trail was what same bird that Ben Franklin once wanted as our national symbol. Pointer Ridge.
The eagle?
Not the eagle. This aggressive bird, Ben Franklin wanted it to be our national symbol, was terrorizing cyclists and hikers. Sam?
Vultures?
Turkey. He wanted the turkey to be the national bird. All right, go ahead, Sam.
Super 8 for 10.
Super 8 for 10 points. Animals that are active at night, like geckos, that are even able to see colors at night, are known as these N-initial kinds of animals.
Nocturnal.
Nocturnal, yes, as opposed to diurnal. That buzzer has rung, and it looks like Capitol Heights pulled ahead just enough to win this game. We'll double check that score and be back with you in just a moment. Don't go away. And welcome back. We were just saying here, the judges and myself, these students, all 6 of them, they know how to science bowl, don't they? They really know their stuff, and it was a terrific game. Our final tally today is Pointer Ridge 185, Capitol Heights 255. Congratulations to Capitol Heights, Edwin and Samuel and Zoe, and also congratulations to Pointer Ridge over there, Aiden and Alan and Ian. Everybody did a fantastic job. Samuel, would you do the honor and tell us who's standing behind you there?
This is our coach, Miss Nagaya, Miss Guzman, our alternates Janice and Jaden.
You did a nice job with that too, Sam, just as you did in the game. Alan, you're a terrific young guy. Tell us who you brought with you.
And it's our Elijah and Stephen, and our coaches, Miss Eltoff.
Thank you so much, all of you. And I think I'm going to see all of you guys again. You're that good. I don't want this to be a one and done for you. And I don't want it to be a one and done for you. Hope you tune in next time for another edition of Science Bowl, another exciting game. I promise you that. Till then, I'm Mr. Z. See you later. Bye-bye.